This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAT.
Gold heading back to Lawrence County.
Your home for the County of Champions.
Can you say 3P? Union Scotties, WPIAL champions.
The New Shannock Lancers are PIAA Class 2A state champions once again.
Swing and a miss. The Union Scotties. It's double gold for the County of Champions.
Wilmington, your District 10 1A champ.
Makes the catch. That will do it. Mohawk, back to back. Go celebrate.
The top local athletes and the top sports moments all featured here, live or archived at lcsportsnet.com.
There he is. Left corner for three. He's the now all-time leading scorer.
Palmer McCain makes the catch. Somehow the adjustment, and he is going to take it to the house.
Menses Monitis works through Rinson. Has a chance. Score!
Off the tip of the glove of the first baseman, Benedict. Actually recovered. And did they get her? They did!
He has wide open. Dave McKnight gets the touchdown.
Featuring over 100 broadcasts of county events in over a dozen sports. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Live from the Nikai High Fieldhouse, it's high school basketball on the Lawrence County SportsNet. Hi again, everyone. I'm Tim Continent along with James Dotson, bringing you tonight's game as the Red Hurricanes come in tonight with 17-1 overall record, 11-1 in section play, taking on Fox Chapel Foxes, who are 11-8 overall, 6-6 in section play. As this is a game where the Canes are going to deal with their first time coming off a loss this season, as they lost their last match against Pine Richland on the road, 51-49, while Fox Chapel has come in with 3 straight wins over Woodland Hills, North Allegheny, and North Hills. And the last time these two teams met was on January 9th, as the Canes came away with a 48-42 victory. As we get ready for tonight's matchup, as these two schools will match up again here in Section 1, as these two schools have both in Section 1, and when you get down to it, Section 1 has been dominated here by Newcastle, as they've been able to almost run the table as they get out to an 11-0 run in section play before falling on the road in a tight ball game where they had the lead in the first half by 9, but in the second half it was Pine Richland being able really to dictate the pace and take advantage of some, I want to say, lack of scoring opportunities for Newcastle and come away with a 2-point victory.
Well, Tim, it came as no surprise to us and no surprise to anybody within the Newcastle system. There were a lot of head scratchers when Pine Richland beat Newcastle. We were told about that a month and a half ago, that Pine Richland was the team to be watching for, and especially playing at Pine Richland. Beautiful facility, not easy to play, very similar in terms of level of difficulty as it is when oppositions come into the Nika High Fieldhouse. And just that's a Pine Richland team that they were able to get it gelling together. They were going to be a tough team to beat, and Newcastle figured that out. You got to play a full 32 minutes. They were a little lacking in the third quarter, allowed Pine Richland to take control. Now, to Newcastle's credit, Tim, they came back in the fourth. They took the lead in the fourth late, and Pine Richland just made a couple of plays in the last minute to be able to get that victory. And more than anything, it's like, hey, it's a wake-up call. Look, we're not unbeatable. Anything can happen on any given night, and this is case in point. Class 6A basketball in the WPIAL especially, and across the entire state, is no easy victory from any given night. You got to come with your A game, and especially a team that is so fundamentally sound as what you're going to see in Fox Chapel here tonight. It'll be a defensive battle. It'll be, a contrast of styles. Fox Chapel likes to slow it down tonight, Tim, where you're going to see on the other side, Newcastle, of course, trying to run out any chance they can get. The team that dictates the pace best tonight is a team that's going to come victorious. When they met the first time, again, it was a close, tight game. Fox Chapel controlled the pace through most of the game. Newcastle got a couple of breaks in the third and fourth quarter to be able to get that extended lead. That was the difference in the game, and I think we're going to see the same thing tonight. Whoever controls the pace best is the team that will come out on top.
All right, with that, we'll take our first time out of our pregame show, our Castle Asphalt pregame show. You're watching LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Cold winds blowing, temperatures dropping, and snow is beginning to fall. And then your furnace goes out. LCAP's LIHEAP Crisis Program is here to help. If your furnace is blowing cold air, not turning on, or not reaching the desired temperature, help is right around the corner, whether it needs fixed or replaced. For information, call the Department of Healthy Homes at 724-656-0090. LCAP's Healthy Home programs are the key to safer living.
Thank you for calling Axe. Where can we take you today?
To work, to the store, to Grandma's house. Axe can get you there, but it's much more than a ride. It's a joyride.
I'm helping people. I'm getting them out of their house. I'm taking them to their doctors, to the grocery store.
They say I'm entertaining. Okay, we laugh, we joke, we sing, we tell stories.
They're like family to us.
Even if it's the same day, to schedule your joyride, call Axe today.
Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
And welcome back here to our Castle Asphalt pregame show. Castle Asphalt provides commercial and residential asphalt paving, commercial site work, commercial line striping. And you can find it all online at castleasphalt.com. It's now time to take a look at our Axe standings. Axe is Lawrence County door-to-door transportation service open to the public. Axe takes people to work, play, and anywhere else they need to go. You can find them online at rideaxebus.org.
So there you see Newcastle. They have clinched their 36th section championship in program history, and fitting enough, the first one was exactly 100 years ago in 1926. So congratulations to the Canes. It will not be an undefeated section championship, as they've had a few of those over the course of Coach Blundo's tenure. 3 undefeated regular seasons in whole in his 16 years. However, again, you don't want to say loss can be a good thing, Tim, but sometimes it is. Again, it's a reminder that, we're not invincible any given night. You got to come out with your A game. And, Newcastle, the Achilles heel this year has been hitting some shots. And, they've gotten second chance and third chance opportunities galore. One of the best rebounding teams, especially on the offensive glass, in all of 6A across the entire state. But they got to be able to knock down some shots. And I think you're seeing a little more consistency from beyond the arc from like a Chase Lemon as a pure outside shooter. Damian Harrison leads the way, 43 three-pointers on the year. So I think getting those two a little more in the flow of the offense, some outside looks, is going to be key. And if we can throw up those standings again real quick, Rob, Nattel, our producer, because just look at this logjam in the middle. Pine Richland, the half-game lead over Fox Chapel right now for second place. The only team that's mathematically eliminated from the playoffs is North Allegheny. Everyone else is still in playoff contention. The top 5 teams from each section will make it into the postseason. And some big games as we look at the schedule tonight, as North Hills, they need to win at home against North Allegheny to keep their playoff hopes alive. Butler needs to win hosting Pine Richland tonight to keep their playoff hopes alive. Seneca Valley hosting Woodland Hills, and that's a Woodland Hills team, by the way, no longer with the services of Scoop Smith. He is already out at Miami of Ohio, starting his collegiate career. Woodland Hills took Newcastle to overtime on Scoop Smith Appreciation Night, and that was how that one came to an end with the Newcastle victory there. So Woodland Hills, they've lost one of their best players. Might they fall out of that final spot and North Hills or Butler take it over? We'll find out when the brackets come out on Monday night, but this will be the stretch run here as we figure everything out. On the other side, looking at Section 2 real quick, Upper St. Clair and Central Catholic at the top of the section with 1 loss apiece. They've split. Mount Lebanon and Hempfield are secured in as the 3 and 4 seed. Monte Christian and Norwin are battling for that 5th and final playoff spot, and if there is a tie and a split, then you will get a 6th team out of that section, or this section too, when everything wraps up, if they cannot break everything with the tie.
All right, let's take a quick look at our impact players, brought to you by Nick's Auto Body, collision repair, paint, detailing, and full-service mechanical interior cleaning. Nick Auto Body, trust your body in our hands.
For Fox Chapel, I'm going to go with a different kind of impact player. In fact, for both teams, I'm going to go with a different impact player, and it's going to be Jackson Helgert. He had 11 points off the bench in the first matchup against Newcastle. The senior only averages 3 points per contest, and I think he's going to be a big impact if he can do something similar here tonight. On the same side, I'm going to take Quaylen Davis off the bench for Newcastle. He and Schaefer were held to 2 combined points the first time against Fox Chapel. That needs to be different in this matchup. Quaylen Davis coming off the bench tonight, averages 5 points a game. Look for him to make some major plays both on the boards and in the scoring column if Newcastle is going to be successful. Both these teams, they go about, Newcastle about 7 deep, Fox Chapel about 8 deep. Here's the thing, you need bench consistency, not necessarily scoring, but if you can get bench scoring, that's what's going to be key throughout the stretch run here and into the postseason. So I'm watching for Helgert and Davis coming off the bench tonight.
All right, more to come in our Castle Asphalt pregame show. Just to remind everybody that Ralph Blendo is currently at 392 wins on his career, looking for 393 here tonight at the Nikkei High Fieldhouse. We're going to take another timeout. We'll come back. We'll get you the starting fives and ready for tonight's tip-off right here from the Nikkei High Fieldhouse. You're watching LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Like in sports, it takes a great team to protect you, your family, and your business. MVP Insurance is that team. From home and auto to life and commercial insurance, you can count on us for coverage that adapts to your needs.
We're committed to excellence for our clients' experience and in serving our community.
It's a winning combination.
MVP Insurance. Don't get left on the sidelines. Log on to mvpins.com or call today to get your free quote.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
And that was our national anthem performed there by the Newcastle Prep Band as we get ready for tonight's starting lineups. Tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by the Crane Room Grill. The Crane Room Grill is the place on Thursdays and Saturday nights for football and wings, appetizers, Specials during football Saturdays and wings on Thursdays and Saturday evenings. Takeout orders available at thecraneroom.com.
There you see it, McGivney, Rehack, Dockey, Fenton, and Maloki, the starting five for veteran coach Zach Strinjar in his 17th season, over 400 games as the head coach of the Foxes. And the main key to watch is McGivney and Ryan, both shooting 35% from beyond the arc. Got to get a hand in the face for the five there. Let's turn it over to Mr. Bob Pia for the Canes starting lineups.
At guard number 1, Marino Graham. At guard number 12, Kai Cox. At forward number 32, Jaden Schaefer. At guard number 10, Chase Lemon. And at forward number 2, Damian Harrison.
And that is tonight's Crane Room starting fives for both Fox Chapel and Newcastle Red Hurricane. 8 minutes on the clock, and James, we can take a quick look at tonight's keys of the game. Let's take advantage of the LGKG's keys of the game.
Well, you get the home team advantage with LGKG. That's what Newcastle needs tonight. They're back home again. Take advantage of the home court. Get back to your winning ways. And again, dictating the pace, I think, is the biggest key to be able to do that. Because, again, Fox Chapel will want to slow it down. Newcastle, get out, run, get in transition. Don't let Fox Chapel set back up in their defense. For Fox Chapel, they have to limit the second chances. Those kind of hurt them, and whether it's as an offensive rebound or the extra turnovers. And the big runs. There were a couple of big runs for Newcastle, and that really set the tone in that third and fourth quarter. If they can limit those, that's how Fox Chapel is going to come into the field house and get a big victory tonight. Again, it's huge. Fox Chapel can be jumping up all the way to the number 2 spot in the section with a win here tonight. Newcastle looking to get back on track and looking still for the number 1 overall seed if they can finish out strong with these final 3 victories.
All right, we're ready to jump it up here.
Your officials real quick: Quinn McGuire, Daryl Ross, and Gabe Mild.
Rehack and Harrison to tip it off, and it is basketball time here at the Nikai High. Feel it out as the Canes control. Bounce pass right side, now handoff as they work behind the arc. That's Kai Cox with the ball. Works left side, takes it to the hole, shot no good. Rebound there by the Foxes as they get the ball out. As they bring the ball up, that is Fenton with it, as he gives it over to McGivney.
More than anything on that offensive possession, Tim, really good against that 3-2 zone to be able to get some dribble penetration in traffic. Decent shot, but couldn't get it to go.
And now with it is Maloki. So they give it down into the corner. They find Maloki down in the post, and it's going to be rejected there by Kai Cox. The ball's on the ground, picked up by the Canes, loose now. And the Fox is going to come away with it. We're going to get a jump ball, and it'll go Canes' way here.
Yeah, good job by Newcastle, because in that double team in the corner, you ended up having Chase Lemon having to guard against Maloki down low. Maloki recognized to try to back his way in, but the recovery from the Newcastle defense to swat it away.
All right, Foxes with the control of the ball. McGivney with the ball. Guarded there by Graham.
You can already tell, 40 seconds gone on this possession.
They work it down into Maloki, and he puts it off the glass for 2.
Yeah, it's a little high-low, and again, the help defense not quite quick enough. Good touch on the pass over the top. Maloki only averages 1.7 a game, so the senior gets the first bucket, more than his average already.
They work it into the corner to Graham. Bounce pass into the lane, and it's a tie-up there. This time it will go to the Canes. As the tie-up was with Jaden Schaefer, for the Canes.
Yeah, a bit of a lazy pass, and then Schaefer also didn't quite run to it. So doubly lazy leads to the held ball, but Arrow still at least favoring for the Canes.
They're going to get it into Harrison. He'll try for a 3. Good.
Yeah, like I said, get him in the flow. Beautiful screen for the screener. And we're going to get a whistle and an off-ball foul. Looks like a moving screen is going to be called against McGivney on the out of bounds.
Yeah. That's what they're going to get, so that'll be the first personal of the game.
Yeah, and a good call there, too. Never got set as he tried to screen to off Chase Lemon to get one of his teammates open on the inbound.
They give it over to Cox. Cox works behind the arc. Over to Harrison. He'll try from the opposite side of the field. And it's going to roll in and out. And rebound brought up there by Fenton. Get it over to McGivney as he drives inside. Finds Malaki underneath. He gets the points and the foul. And he'll head to the line looking for the three-point play.
Okay, check it out on your LCAP instant replay. Drive, draw, you get the double team, and you see this Marino Graham needed to be rotating a little bit more quickly on that. Good help defense for the initial, but it's not just about your initial help defense. Everybody has to be in sync, and Graham is a little bit late coming over for the defense.
And this free throw there, and they bring the ball up. Canes with the ball. They work it into Schaefer. Schaefer on the right side, works underneath. Keeps his foot, goes up strong, no good. Ball on the ground, picked up there by the Canes. They work it back out and around. Here's Lemon from the right wing for three, good.
And that's where his game has developed so much, Tim, is that outside shot. And that was NBA range three.
6-4 lead here for the Canes, and another whistle off the ball.
Yeah, they're going to get a hold on Chase Lemon on the inbounds here.
Yep.
2.5 minutes in already. 3 lead changes here in the game.
And they bring the ball up. That is Fenton. Fenton bounce passes it out to Docky. Give it inside. Now back at the Fenton. Top of the key. They give it over to McGivney.
Fox Chapel's so good at being deliberate in their offense, as getting his hand caught in the cookie jar there is Kai Cox.
We're going to get Cox on that one.
But they don't make the mistakes on offense. They force you to make mistakes on defense. They don't care. I mean, I'd say they use all 35 on the shot clock, but we're not there yet. They'll use that and then some.
As they work it inside, now still behind the timeline, they bring the ball up. Docky with the ball, hands it off to McGivney. McGivney will call the play as he guarded there by Harrison. Give it over to Docky. Back to McGivney. Work it inside to Rehack, and got a whistle, and we're going to get one on the Canes here.
That's going to be on Kai Cox, and that'll be his second.
Yeah, 2 quick ones here in the first quarter for Kai Cox, with 4:52 remaining here in the first.
And they're going to say it is a floor foul. I only have that as the third team foul. They have 4 on the board. You know, Vince Pavia told me I'm allowed to say that the scoreboard is always right, but I don't know.
Yeah. I don't remember a fourth, but maybe I missed one.
Yeah, they had one on Schaefer up on the board that I did not have written down. So, sorry, Vince. I'm going to say I'm right.
McGivney with the ball. They give it over to Docky. Up top of the key, that is Malaki. As they give it back out. Over to Fenton. Fenton guarded tight by Graham. Give it back to Docky. Now Lemon on Docky. He tries to drive in and gets stopped, and then give it back on top of the key. Give it over to McGivney.
Great intense man-to-man defense right now from Newcastle.
Throw across court. Get over to Docky. Over to Rehack.
This level's a full minute gone, and it's been incredible defense from Newcastle. Everything's outside of the three-point arc. No chance to move inside.
Malaki loses control of the ball, and who's last touch? Going to say last touch by the Canes. He'll stay with the Foxes with 3:50 remaining here in the first quarter.
But again, you see both teams, what they're willing and able to do. Just go fully in strong with the defense. Fox Chapel will be as deliberate as they need to be. They're not going to force anything. Newcastle trying to force a mistake. It's just, strength on strength. Absolutely love it. Beautiful, beautiful defense.
McGivney with the ball on the right wing. Give it up top to Rehack. Give it back to McGivney.
And Kai's got to be careful with those 2 fouls and trust in your sophomore.
They work it down inside, off the hands of Rehack, going out of bounds. That turnover will give the ball back to the Canes as Jeremy Walker will check in for Chase Lemon.
Call out a Medora of Honor Law change in possession. Make sure you protect your possessions. Flexible appointment hours. Medora of Honor Law has a team of experienced lawyers and staff always ready to help.
Graham brings it up here for the Canes. Graham goes down the lane, and now he gets whistled and a foul. They're going to get that one on Docky. That'll be his first.
Yeah, textbook for those watching at home. Defense, you can get one hand on them, but you get both hands on an offense at the same time, you're going to get called for the reach-in every time. As now Docky will go to the bench, and Victor Galalik will check in. We saw Mr. Jermaine Walker check in at the last whistle as well for Newcastle.
As they work it out, that is Davis with the ball, now gives it over to Graham. Left side to Cox for three. Front of the rim, no good. Rebound there by the Foxes as they bring the ball up with McGivney. McGivney drives inside, gives it over. Rehack drives, stolen away, and they're going to get a jump ball call.
And again, brave by Mr. Cox. He's playing with 2 fouls. He goes right in, snags it cleanly. I think it was held long enough for the held ball to be called. Possession will stay with the Foxes, though, as a result.
Goliak loses control, and that's Cox on the move. Left side, off the glass, good for 2.
Yeah, it's miscommunication. One went in, one went out. The pass just goes over the top for the easy breakout, and there it is. And no easy buckets. You got to control the turnovers.
Fenton at the line, goes left side, right side. Gives it a Rehack, drives baseline, throw it back out into the corner. Fenton for 3, good.
Fenton, the number 3 scoring option at 10 points a game, and the number 3 from downtown as well. Quick release there from the junior.
Canes get into the corner to Harrison. Harrison spins and drives in, throws out for Walker. Walker loses control, picks it back up, has the ball stolen away by Rehack. Rehack on the move, takes it to the hole, and he's going to get fouled by Walker.
Yeah, good hustle back from Walker, at least going to make him earn it from the Parada Jones-McCree free throw line. Good job to maintain his possession first, but then, the backside defense to poke it away. And there you see getting on the arm for Rehack, a 70% free throw shooter. Both these teams shooting about 67% from the free throw line on the year.
So John Rehack at the line. His first shot is up and good for his first points of the game. And re-entering the game will be Anderson, Donkey, and Fenton will come take a break. 2:05 remaining here in the first. We're tied at 8. Rehack looking to get both ends of the pair. Rolls in and out. We're tied at 8, and Canes with the rebound. Give it over to Graham. Graham drives into the lane on a runner. Front of the rim, no good. Rebound there by the Foxes. They get it quickly out to McGivney. Give it over to Helgert. Helgert now backs it off. Hands it back off. Give it over to Goliak. And they give it right back to McGivney. Over to Rehack. Give it back out behind the arc. Drive in by McGivney. Takes it to the hole and off the glass. Good for 2.
Don't ask me how. But it went in.
Bring it in is the Canes. Get it over to Harrison in the corner for 3. Front of the rim, no good. He'll follow it up, and we're going to get a whistle, and we're going to get a foul this time on Davis. Quaylen Davis will pick up his first, and that'll be the 5th of the quarter, right?
It says 5 on the board. I thought it was only, again.
They're going to go to the line.
Now it is 5. Yes, now it is after Jermaine Walker's was the 4th. So bonus free throws at the Parada Jones-McCree free throw line.
1:11 remaining here in the first quarter. Fox Chapel leads by 2. Goliak at the line and off the front of the rim and bounces away and stays 10-8 lead here for Fox Chapel. Second shot, gonna hit the back of the rim and bounce away, and Rebound there offensively for Fox Chapel. They'll get it over to Fenton, top of the key. Give it over to Docky. Work it over to Goliak. They work it down underneath. And we're going to step on the baseline. And they'll turn the ball back over to the Canes. Victor Goliak cannot stay in play, and they'll turn the ball back over with 51 seconds remaining.
Yeah, good defense from Walker, able to pin him down near the baseline. Good attempt from Goliak, but just could not get the wraparound without stepping on the baseline first.
All right, give it back over to Harris. Harrison with the ball. Go over to Graham. To Lemon, left alone for three. Good. Chase with his second tray of the first quarter, and it's a 1-point lead here for the Canes. Pressure in the backcourt here by the Canes. Down to 23 seconds. McGivney with the ball into the forecourt. Hands it off to Donkey. Down to 15 seconds. They'll drive with Helgert. Helgert shot no good. Rebound by Harrison at the Cox. Down to 7 seconds. Over to Graham to Harrison. Harrison will try a deep three off the glass, no good. And now end the quarter as the Canes will come away with a 1-point lead, 11-10. You're watching LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in Neshannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
8 minutes on the clock as we enter the second quarter here at the Neat Kai High Fieldhouse. Canes by 1.
Interesting stat from the first quarter. Newcastle 3 of 6 from beyond the arc. And 1 of 5 from inside the arc, Tim.
That is unique. As Graham brings the ball up, gives it over to Cox, working down in the right corner. That's Harrison for 3. Good.
But hey, if you don't fix it, right?
Yeah.
I will say this though, that 1-2 pointer came in a transition on a breakaway turnover too. So got to get more in the flow of the offense inside. But right now, light it up from downtown.
Canes by 4. McGivney brings it up, gives it over to Donkey, over to Rehak. Drives into the lane, throws it back out. Saved by McGivney right to Harrison. Harrison brings the ball up. Gives it over to back to Harrison for 3. Good.
Beautiful. Beautiful give and go. Third 3 in the first half. You love it. You got the trailer. Fox Chapel was sniffing out the trailer, Tim, as you see it on the LCAP instant replay. Kai says, here, you take it back, Dave. Knock it down, big fella.
All in the rhythm of the play as Damian Harrison strokes it from the right side for that 3-pointer. He now leads all scorers here in the first half with 9 points.
This is a Pontius Insurance timeout. Give agents Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, or Tracy Giddings a call at pontiusinsurance.com. Hey, while we have a moment, our Newcastle Transit Authority going your way out-of-town scoreboard. Take a watch on lcsportsnet.com. Doubleheader hockey tonight. Neshannock just scored against Trinity, but Neshannock trailing in the first period 2-1. You can check that out right now at lcsportsnet.com. And one final already in on the girls' side of things tonight. Union Senior Night victorious 56-20 over Leechburg. Plenty of senior night festivities going on all across the county here this week. We'll get you a whole bunch of them, including a big one tomorrow, Neshannock at Laurel. More on that coming up.
Docky will throw it in, get it into McGivney. As he drives inside, now pulls it back up.
But that's a 9-0 run right now, Tim. The Lemons three-pointer before the end of the first quarter, and then those back-to-backs by Harrison to start the second.
Rehack gets it back outside. Three, good by McGivney.
Yeah, that's the one guy, well, many guys, but him and Ryan especially can't let them find open space. You lose track of him for a moment, he'll make you pay.
Graham drives down the lane, we get a whistle stopping it.
And that's going to be on Docky for his second. But point of the matter is, it's a great job by McGivney in working the flow of the offense. You never stop moving. You see the dribble drive, you work with it. It's almost like when you young players, when you hear against the zone, if the ball dribbles towards you, you go away from it to find the open spot, and he did. Found it in the corner and drained it.
Bounce pass over to Schaefer. Give it back out to Cox. Left side to Lemon. Lemon with the ball. Gives it over to Schaefer. Schaefer quickly gives it up to Harrison. They work it right side to Cox. Cox to Lemon. Back to Cox. Working left side. Graham. Graham gives it back out to Lemon. Lemon drives into the lane. Now brings it back out. Cox spins. Back out. That is Graham for three. Front of the rim. No good. Rebound there by Rehack as he brings the ball up. Gives it over to McGivney. He takes a shot. Back of the rim, no good. Rebound there by Cox. Cox on the move. Cox with numbers. Gives it out to Graham over to Harrison for three. Front of the rim, no good. Ball batted away, picked up there by Fox Chapel as they get it quickly out to Malachy. Gives it back out to Rehack for three. Good. John Rehack with his first tray of the first half. There's a 1-point Canes lead.
Up and down, I mean, it favors Newcastle for sure, those transition points. Just in that one there, the shot didn't fall for Newcastle and did for Fox Chapel, but I do think overall that's the style of play you want Newcastle to be playing.
Running the ball down was Harrison. Gives it over to Cox. Back to Graham. The freshman with the ball. Goes into the corner to Lemon. Back to Graham, working right side to Cox. Cox looking over to defense. Down to under 5 minutes here to play, and you're going to have a reach-in foul on Helgert. That'll be his first. And Davis will enter for Schaefer for the Canes. With the ball is Graham. Gives it over to Cox. Cox to Lemon. Goes right side. Here goes Graham down the right lane to the hole. Nice move. Rolls the rim. No good. Ball's going to be loose, and last touch by Fox Chapel going out of bounds. Went off the hands of Jackson Hilgert, and he'll stay with the Canes.
Yeah, good look at it there as Hilgert had his hands on it, then slipped out.
Get it into Cox. Cox stops his dribble, gives it out to Graham, then working around the left side to Harrison.
That was great defense by Fenton helping out down on the post, not once but twice, and it's going to end up leading to a Newcastle over and back.
Yeah, nice turnover. We'll give the ball back to the Foxes with 4:23 to play here in the second quarter.
But that's just the junior and Grant Fenton seeing what's going on the court. He sees that it's going to turn into an isolation. He gives a little quick jab, and Ryan says, hey, I'm still here, staying close, keeping the eye on the postman, and anytime he went to go and dribble in, he just doubled down and made sure that there was no chance he could get an easy one-on-one in the block. That was beautiful defending by Fenton.
Goliak with the ball now gives it over to Rehack. Working it down into the corner. Good over to Helgert. Helgert with the ball in the left wing. Helgert drives into the lane, throws it back out. Over to Goliak, takes the three. Shot no good. Rehab going to have the ball taken away there by Harrison as they give it over to Cox. Cox drives down the left side with the right hand off the glass. Good.
The defender just gave Kai Cox the avenue with the left hand, and he went right in strong quickly before any help could come over. Great work.
McGivney with the ball. McGivney drives down the left lane, stops, moves inside, takes it off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound there by Graham. Bounce pass out to Lemon. Lemon cross court to Harrison. Harrison drives baseline, off the glass. No! Harrison's second shot, yes!
First player in double figures tonight, and that's why you follow your shot. Soft touch off the window and in.
3:15 remaining here in the first half. Fenton brings the ball up here for Fox Chapel. As they work the ball down into the corner, and they're going to get it off of Davis. It'll stay with Fox Chapel. Milwaukee re-enters the ball game here for Fox Chapel.
That's why defensively, too, you always say you make sure you box out the shooter. Can't forget about the shooter. Sometimes that's the most, it feels like it should be the most obvious one, but it's the one that's most commonly forgotten.
As they get it over to McGivney, he takes a three, back of the rim, no good. Rehak with the offensive board, gets it out. They work it back to McGivney. He tries three, no. Rebound there by Lemon.
Give McGivney one chance is bad enough. He gave him two wide open looks. Newcastle fortunate. Fox Chapel unfortunate that neither one of those rattled home.
Graham with the ball. We're down to 2:40 here to play in the quarter. Graham drives down the lane, stops at the line, gives it back out to Cox. Back to Graham, working over to Harrison, to Lemon. Back to Graham, to Harrison, to Graham. Over to Cox. Cox drives inside, finds Davis. Davis can't handle it, gets it back. Over to Lemon. Lemon double team over to Davis. Davis drives into the lane, now back out. It's Lemon for three. Back of the rim, no good. Davis with the offensive board. Giving it inside to Harrison. Harrison on the trailer. Puts it up and in.
And Ralph Blundo was begging for a timeout. It wasn't able to be heard throughout all the chaos, and it works out in their favor as they're able to get the putback layup, and this will be a full timeout.
Let's take a timeout. You're watching LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Attorneys Parada, Jones, and McCree are dedicated to giving their clients the best chance at a positive result. From personal injury, criminal and corporate law, real estate, municipal law, to wills and estates, their team will work with you through every step of the legal process. With Parada, Jones, and McCree, excellence is our guarantee.
Congratulations to our January LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Laurel Wrestling as our LCAP Team of the Month for making the WPIAL semifinals and qualifying for the state championships, both for the first time in program history. Congratulations to Coach Kevin Carmichael and the Laurel Wrestling Team, our LCAP Team of the Month.
And welcome back here to the Nikai High Fieldhouse. The Canes with the lead with 1:58 remaining here in the second quarter. The Canes scoring on a Damian Harrison layup as they called the timeout after that. So on the court for the Canes will be Harrison, Lemon, Walker, Graham, and Davis.
Coming up at the half, Tim, it's going to be the UPMC halftime show. Appointments available at any of the 4 Lawrence County locations. UPMC Orthopedic Care is Lawrence and Mercer County's local choice for sports medicine services.
So Fox Chapel will throw it in, and Fenton will have the honors as he's guarded there by Harrison. Runs the baseline, gets it over to Fenton, to get a whistle and a foul on the Canes, and they're going to get this on Harrison. That'll be his first.
Also the team's first of the quarter.
So McGivney will throw it in, or excuse me, that's Fenton will throw it into McGivney. Fenton with the ball. Grant Fenton goes over to McGivney. Gives it back out to Fenton. Drives down baseline, finds a cutter, ball's gonna be loose. Picked up there again by Fenton. Works it into Milwaukee. Back out to Fenton behind the arc on the left wing. Loses control, gets it back. Tight defense there by Harrison.
And the whole crowd on the far side is thinking that it bounced back off of Fenton after he tried to throw it off of Harrison, but the officials say otherwise. I'll tell you what, the last thing that Coach Blundo said in the huddle before they went back on the court was no more baseline drives. Don't give it up. Well, guess what? They stymied 2 beautiful attempts at a baseline drive. No chance that they were going to go and drive baseline on them this time. Like, another good job there by Graham forcing them back inside.
That is Ryan with the ball. As they give it back up to Fenton. Over to Rehack. Drives down by the line and he gives it back out. Malaki for 3. He'll miss it with an air ball. Walker with the rebound, gives it over to Graham, and Graham will bring the ball up.
Yeah, Max Malaki only 2 3-pointers made all year, and I guess that one kind of showed why. But again, he had a hand in your face. I don't care how good a three-point shooter you are. You got Quaylen Davis coming with 6'5" hand in your face. Good luck.
Graham with the ball down to 35 seconds. Over to Lemon, and they'll give it over to Walker. The ball almost stolen away, but recovered there by Graham, and Graham's going to get hit with an offensive foul clearing out.
Yeah, the arm just extended that little bit, and that's what leads to the foul being called. I mean, I'm not sure he completely cleared space, but when you see the arm extend, it's basically impossible not to get called. So that is a Medora of Honor Law change in possession. The 4th turnover against Newcastle here today.
28 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Real quick, Tim, if you didn't check out the Beyond the Scoreboard podcast, went out today at about 5 o'clock. The latest updates as we hit the stretch run, the final week of WPIAL regular season play.
Docky with the ball, down to 16 seconds. Get over to McGivney, over to Rehack. Rehack drives down the left lane, stops his dribble. Tight defense, gives it back out, 6 seconds. McGivney drives into the lane. He's going to get bailed on a whistle with 2 seconds remaining, and he'll head to the line, and they'll get Chase Lemon. That's his second.
Now, bailed out is the right word, but again, a couple times tonight, Newcastle getting the hand caught in the cookie jar, and on that one, Lemon was in good defensive position down low, but he brought the hand down, and that's what's going to lead to that foul be called and go into the Purado Jones McCree free throw line.
Joseph McGivney at the line, looking to complete the pair as Fox Chapel trails 23-17. 2 seconds remaining here in the half. Second shot is good. They'll get it into Graham. Graham will whip it down court and off the glass. No good. And we've played the first half here at the Nikai High Fieldhouse with the Canes leading the Foxes from Fox Chapel 23-18. You're watching LC SportsNet, powered by AlCap.
From high school to the pros and everything in between, you're listening to CityView Sportscast, part of the iMedia One network.
Being the home team, to playing at home. And at LGKG, we have been your home team for over 90 years.
We're more than just a law firm. We're your friends, your neighbors, an advocate when life takes an unexpected turn.
We're not just lawyers that practice law. We live in this community, just like you.
When you need us most, we're at our best.
When you're looking for quality concrete services, contact the experienced professionals at Doran Concrete. Our company is family, locally owned and operated, and has been serving the community for over 30 years. Get residential or commercial concrete services for any size job. Our skilled professionals offer prompt and reliable services at an affordable price. We believe in the principles of honesty, integrity, and reliability. Get in touch with us for exceptional concrete services at prices that you can afford.
2018, she won the WPIAL Championship in the triple jump, immediately establishing herself as one of the area's top athletes. She continued her success in 2019 by capturing the WPIAL Championship in the long jump. Completing an outstanding high school career, Maria claimed both the WPIAL and PIAA in the long jump as a senior in 2021. Her consistency, dedication, and championship performances make her one of the most accomplished athletes in school history. Congratulations, Maria.
A nice presentation there for Maria Owens, and looks like Coach Shaftick's going to have a couple words too.
Unfortunately, I am unable to be here in person tonight due to my academic and athletic commitments at NJIT. But please know how thankful and honored I am to be celebrated by the school and the community that helped shape me. I wouldn't be here without the love, sacrifices, and constant support of my family, my high school coaches, and of course, my community. Thank you all for believing in me, pushing me when it was hard, and celebrating every win. This honor belongs to all of you too. Since graduating in 2022, I've continued my education and athletic career at NJIT and will be staying to earn my master's while continuing to compete. I carry Newcastle with me in everything I do, and I will always be a Red Hurricane. Thank you again for this incredible honor.
And there's the banner being revealed there for Maria Owens.
Maria's banner for WPIAL championships listed and for PIAA. Congratulations to Maria and
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say they put the new banner up here as the WPIAL three-time WPIAL champion and state champion there for Maria Owens. And just again, the incredible history that she was able to do, winning the triple jump as a freshman and then winning WPIAL and state gold medals in track and field. Can't be here tonight. Hope she's watching. Congratulations, Maria, and best of luck the rest of your time out at NJIT as we get into our halftime show here, Tim, with a 23-18 Newcastle lead.
This is the UPMC halftime show. UMPC is Lawrence and Mercer County's local choice for advanced orthopedic care to take you back off your feet faster. UPMC.com. As we look at tonight's first half scoring recap, is brought to you by Creative Edge. That's Creative Edge. This is your Creative Edge scoring recap. A fully licensed insured architect construction management service with help to make your project a reality. For more information, give them a call at 724-652-1372.
Leading the way for Newcastle, Damian Harrison, 13 points, including 10 in that second quarter. He's 3 of 6 from downtown. He also leads everybody with 5 rebounds in the first half. Chase Lemon, 6 points on a pair of threes. Kai Cox with 4 points to round out the Newcastle scoring. Joe McGivney leads Fox Chapel with 7 points, a 2 of 3 and 2 for 2 from the line. 4 for John Rehack and Max Maloki, and 3 for Grant Fenton. And one of the biggest things I noticed, Newcastle had 1 2-pointer in the first quarter. They had 3 in the second quarter. On the other side, Fox Chapel, 3 2-pointers in the first quarter, none in the second. All they had was a pair of threes and 2 free throws. That was the extent. Newcastle, a much better job defensively in that second quarter.
This is the UPMC Orthopedic Care halftime show, and as Lawrence, UPMC is Orthopedic Care is Lawrence and Mercer County's choice for sports medicine services. Appointments are available at any of our 4 Lawrence County locations. Give them a call at 724-983-7000. We're going to take another timeout. When we come back, we'll get you ready for the second half of tonight's game here from the Nikai High Fieldhouse. You're watching LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Thank you for calling Axe. Where can we take you today?
To work, to the store, to Grandma's house. Acts can get you there, but it's much more than a ride. It's a joyride.
It's so convenient for them. We take them door to door. We help them get off and on the bus if they need to use the lifts.
I love the people, especially the senior citizens.
They care about us as much as we care about them.
Even if it's the same day, to schedule your joyride, call Acts today.
Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Wilmington's Reese Bruckner as the January Red Zone Female Athlete of the Month, as the county's leading scorer, approaching the 1,000 career points mark as well. Lawrence County SportsNet is also proud to honor Laurel Wrestling's Casey Wilson as January's Male Athlete of the Month for getting his 100th career win on the mat and helping the Spartans to their first ever PIAA berth in program history. Congratulations and best of luck to Laurel's Casey Wilson and Wilmington's Reese Bruckner, the January Red Zone Athletes of the Month. Congratulations to our January LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Laurel Wrestling as our LCAP Team of the Month for making the WPIAL semifinals and qualifying for the state championships, both for the first time in program history. Congratulations to Coach Kevin Carmichael and the Laurel Wrestling Team, our LCAP Team of the Month.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
And welcome back to the UPMC halftime show. And there's a look at the banner celebrating Maria Owens' achievements here at Newcastle. The triple jump, the long jump, in consecutive years of 18, 19, and 21. And then in 21, the long jump state championship.
And remember, too, there was no 2020 champion, so this could have been a four-time state champion for Maria. Congratulations again, Maria, unable to be here tonight, but best of luck to her and as she continues her career at NJIT.
8 minutes on the clock as we enter the third quarter here.
Newcastle shot 41% in the first half, Tim, 40% for Fox Chapel. The difference, Newcastle took 7 more shots than the Foxes did in the first 16 minutes.
They get it over to Malaki as he loses control of the ball. Now it's going to be Schaefer stripping it away, picked up there by Graham. Gets it out to Harrison. Harrison in the shot, take it, no good. Rebound there by McGivney as he brings the ball up. McGivney, top of the key, drives into the lane, loses control, ball on the ground, and it's picked up there by the Canes.
Yeah, good quick hands, not once but twice in the first 2 possessions.
And here's Rehack stroking the ball away from Kai Cox with 7:21 remaining here in the third quarter.
Great hustle. Rehack was in the far corner, came sprinting all the way back, never gave up and poked it away. It's beautiful textbook defense.
And they get it. It's going to be stolen away there by Malaki as they bring the ball up. Give it over to Fenton. Work it over to Rehack. Rehack gives it right back up top to Docky. Docky over to McGivney. Work it over to Rehack. Drives into the lane. Back outside. Back inside to Rehack. Guarded there tight. Here's a cutter. That is the little guy in Joseph McGivney, the 5'10". Guard comes away with 2 points underneath the trees.
Yeah, beautiful job. Gets into the lane on the little cut. Good find first and foremost, but then stops on the dime with a jump stop, lets the defender go flying by, and say, yeah, I'll just lay it in.
3-point Canes lead. Lemon with the ball. Stops his dribble, gives it over to Cox. 6:20 here to play in the third quarter.
Yeah, Newcastle a little discombobulated here, trying to get reset and reorganized, and then we'll reset the offense with 6:15 remaining.
Graham stops his dribble in the lane, gives it over to Cox. Cox bounce pass inside to Harris. Give it back out to Lemon for three. Front of the rim, no good. Ball's going to run down and into the stands. It'll go over to Fox Chapel. We'll get it into McGivney. McGivney with the ball, bringing the ball in the forecourt against Lemon. Docky to Rehack. Rehack drives inside. Underneath shot, no good. Rebound there by Cox. Cox outlets it to Harrison. Harrison loses control, but it was Schaefer falling to the loose ball, goes up strong, puts the ball in and gets the foul. What a nice play on our instant replay, brought to you by El Cap.
Yeah, just he was the one who saw it and jumped on the fumble. Good job to throw it up, and as the foul is committed there by Fenton, just Fenton was a half step late. Jaden Schaefer showing the football skills. He missed Friday's game. He was on a college visit. You hate to say that you miss a game, but college visit means a lot. He goes and checks out at school. He's back here today. Gets his first bucket tonight with a chance at the three-point play.
Misses the three-point play, but Canes with the 5-point lead. McGivney with the balls. He brings the ball up, gives it over to Fenton. Give it over to Mulkey as the ball's going to be knocked away by who else? By Schaefer.
He almost took out Damian Harrison. Got his bell rung, kind of shook it off there.
Give it over to Graham. Graham behind the arc. Graham now into the lane. Stops, shoots, rolls the rim in. Graham with his first 2 points of the game.
And what started that play? A hefty screen from the big boy, Jaden Schaefer. He came to play in this third quarter.
McGivney with the ball. Gives it over to Fenton.
Come on, Dave.
Over to Mulkey. Work it inside to Helgert. Now back to Fenton. Fenton stops his dribble. They'll drive down baseline. Give it over to McGivney. Takes the shot, no good. Rebound there by Harrison.
Yeah, he skied up there. Grabbed that ball when it was still practically above the rim.
Give it over to Cox. Cox with the ball. Cox going to drive down. Stops. Little pop runner. Good.
I mentioned points in the paint. They didn't exist in the first quarter, hardly existed at all in the first game. That's a good job of getting into traffic, stopping for a little 8-foot floater.
Canes with a 9-point lead and a timeout here for Fox Chapel. This is a Ponce's Insurance timeout. And this is a 30-second timeout.
Hey, Rob, can we look again at the LGKG keys to the game again, looking at this game tonight? Get the home team advantage at lgkg.com. Newcastle has certainly dictated the pace throughout the course of tonight. Fox Chapel not giving up a lot of offensive rebounds, only 4 for Newcastle on the night, but a couple of big runs, a 9-0 run and a 6-0 run. And I think more than anything, too, Newcastle in dictating the pace, also in the half court, needs to be able to get into the paint a lot more. You've seen that here in the early goings. Marino Graham, the runner, and then Kai Cox getting one on the last 2 possessions. 3 straight possessions that they've gotten points in the paint. You didn't see any of that really in the first half.
Canes with a 9-point lead. Canes coming out of the timeout. We'll have Harrison, Lemon, Cox, Graham, and Schaefer. For Fox Chapel will be Fenton, Helgert, Docky, Rehack, and McGivney. McGivern with the ball, gives it over to Helgert. Working down inside to Rehak. Back out to Helgert. Drives in the lane, takes it to the hole. Good for 2.
And that was one of the keys on our impact players of the game from Nick's Auto Body. It was Jackson Helgert who had 11 points off the bench in the last game. That's his first 2 points of the night tonight.
Give it over to Harrison. Give it back out. They're working around the arc. Back to Cox. Cox drives down into the lane. Gives it over to Schaefer. Back to Graham. Graham over to Cox. Cox back to Graham. 3:35 here to play.
And this is where Newcastle's gotten so much better, though. They don't rush. They don't panic. It's not there. Just calm down, reset, get back into a flow, figure out what they're in defensively, and get back into a new set.
Cox with the ball. Dribbling into the lane. Rolls. Shot no good, but a whistle and a foul. We're going to get a charge on Cox. That'll be his 3rd foul of the game.
And that is looking at the LCAP instant replay. Defender very clearly does not give space for the offensive player to land. The player is already in the air, and that's what the conversation is being happened there. I mean, we had the benefit of replay. I was screened in the live, but it's clear on that replay, Tim, that the way the rule is you have to give a player space to land. He's already in the air when the defender slides in. So unfortunate, it's the 3rd foul for Newcastle and a bit of a break for the Foxes.
McGivney with the ball, gives it over to Helgert.
3rd foul on Kai Cox. Did such a good job of avoiding foul trouble. Got 2 fouls about 3 minutes into the game. And just now getting his 3rd.
Fenton drives into the lane, stops, finds Rehak. Rehak double team, loses control, picked up by Helgert. As they bounce pass it out to McGivney. Give it over to Rehak. 2:45 remaining here in the 3rd. Ball's loose, picked up by McGivney. Throws across court. 3 try, front of the rim, no good. Rebound there by Schaefer. Gets it out to Graham. Graham's going to lose control, but he's going to get fouled there by Fenton.
I had that as the 2nd against Grant Fenton. Only player I have with any foul trouble right now is 3 for Kai Cox. I got 2 each for Anderson Dockey and Grant Fenton on the Fox Chapel side, as Victor Galalik will check back in for the Foxes.
Give it over to Graham as Graham brings the ball up. Graham drives into the lane, now back out. That's Lemon for 3. In and out. Graham with the offensive board, puts it off the glass, good for 2.
Beautiful job, skied up there, one of the little guys on the court. First off, nifty crossover to get into the lane to dish it back out to Lemon, and then cleans up on the Windex.
McGivney with the ball. 2 minutes here to play in the quarter. Over to Helgert, work it down inside. That is Ryan. Ryan loses control. We get a whistle, though. And they're going to get Lemon on the foul.
And that'll be his 3rd with 1:55 remaining. Just got a piece of the arm as he reached in to poke it away. Just a piece. We had the perfect angle, same angle that the official had.
He's coming corner.
So Fox Chapel will throw it in. John Rehak will have the honors. As he gives it up top to Ryan. Ryan guarded her tight by Davis. Over to McGivney. McGivney. Gonna drive inside, now pull it back out.
It looked like McGivney had a wide open avenue, but freshman Marino Graham, the quick feet, saying no thank you.
Rehak drives into the lane, takes it to the hole, shot no good. The Rehak should be headed to the line here. They're going to get Lemon, that's his 4th.
Yeah, it was either going to be on Lemon or Cox.
So Walker will check in here for Chase Lemon.
Team's 3rd foul too, by the way, as Rehak makes his 2nd trip to the PJM free throw line.
Looks and shoots and rolls in and out. Score remains 31-22 lead here for the Canes.
I mentioned both these teams pretty solid from the free throw line, but Now 3 of 6 from the line.
6'2" senior from the line, shoots, splits the pair for his 5th point of the game. Graham will bring it into the forecourt here for the Canes. Gives it over to Cox. Cox tries to split the defense and a whistle and a foul on Rehack. That's his first.
3 team fouls apiece.
Get it into Cox. Cox gonna spin against Rehack. Throw across court. Find Harrison for a deep 3. No good. Rebound there by the Canes. And we're gonna get Rehack on a quick foul.
2 quick ones for Rehack. And again, his second, team's 4th. Looked like the old Malik Hooker play as Kai Cox threw that from practically out of bounds to get it to the corner. And almost a no-look pass. He knew where his teammate was gonna be.
Graham drives into the lane. The freshman on a runner. Good.
6 points in the game, 6 points in the quarter for Marino Graham.
They get it over to Rehack. Rehack drives into the lane, throws it back out, and he's going to get it with a charge. So Rehack with 3 quick fouls here. And that is a change of possession. I'm in Durham Bonner Law. Change of possession on the charge.
Yeah, stayed straight up, good defensive position. Looked like it may have been a split second late, but more it's called a player control foul for a reason, Tim, and that's exactly what that was. Rehack not in control whatsoever.
So with the ball is Graham, gives it over to Walker, to Cox. Back to Graham. Graham splits the defense. Davis, they're going to roll it back out. 30 seconds here to play in the quarter. Give it over to Walker. Back to Graham. Over to Cox as they continue to take some time off the clock. We're down at 18 seconds. With the ball is Cox, down to 14. Watching the clock, down to 10. Here comes Cox. Bounce pass inside. They're going to lose control off the hands of Grimm. As Walker goes for the steal, they get it down. Harris will throw it off the glass to end the quarter. We've played 3 quarters of a basketball game here at the Nikai High Fieldhouse with the Canes leading by 10, 33-23. You're watching LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
GEM Building Contractors and Developers have a proven record of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, GEM Builder has been building our community for 70 years.
Nick's Auto Body, trust your body in our hands. From a scratch to a dent to a major repair, Nick's your man. Making your car look as good as new. Nobody does it better than Nick's Auto Body. Trust your body in our hands. Nick's Auto Body. Trust your body in our hands.
Minutes on the clock. It was the end of the 4th quarter here at the Nikai High Fieldhouse. Canes by 10. On the court for the Canes will be Cox, Walker, Graham, Davis, and Harrison. The Canes will throw it in on the far side. For Fox Chapel is Fenton, Helgert, Rehack, McGivney, and Dockey.
Shout out Rob Nattell. Pony's keeping us in line over here, trying to, at least.
Someone has to be the general tonight.
Things were a bit nutty up top. Oh, that's just Asher Pistachio. Never mind.
Well, yeah. What do you expect?
Garrett Dolan also helping with social media, getting some good shots of everything around here as well.
They work it down to the line to Davis. Gives it back out to Cox. Drive for 3. Good!
First real clean look that Kai Cox has gotten from downtown, and he made the most of it.
He now has 9 in the game. Fenton with the ball. Goes into the corner to help the Dockey. Dockey brings it back out. Gives it over to McGivney. McGivney. Gonna direct traffic down to 725 here. Up against Davis. Gives it over to Fenton. Give it over to Donkey. Work it over to Rehab. Back out to Fenton. Fenton will get a 3. Moves to his left. Takes the shot. No good. Rebound there by Harrison. Graham brings the ball in the forecourt. Graham makes a nice move. Drives into the lane. Pulls back out. Over to Walker. Walker drives cross court. Gives it over to Harrison. Harrison drives inside. Loses it and finds Davis underneath. Davis with a nice sweet layup for 2.
And the ref just shook his head, said nope, not enough contact either way to call a charge or a block.
And 3 taken there by McGivney, and we got a whistle underneath.
On the rebound, stepping on the baseline,
yes.
It looks like was Rehak.
So the Canes will throw it in. Canes lead 38-23, 6:41 remaining here, fourth quarter. Get the ball to Graham. Graham gives it out to Walker. Walker over to Cox. Kai with the ball dribbling between his legs. Cox drives into the lane, off the glass, no good. Whistle, and they're going to get Davis on the offensive foul.
Yeah, they're going to get over the back. Not over the back, on top of the back. Good box out by McGivney, giving up about 7 inches worth. But when you box out, then you can't go up to be able to get that rebound. Good job by McGivney to force that foul.
Jockey brings the ball up, gives it over to McGivney as they work it into the corner to Rehak. Ball stolen away by Graham. Graham from the left side, off the glass, good for 2.
Timeout, Coach Strinjar and the Foxes.
And we'll take that timeout with 6:07 remaining here in the fourth quarter. You're watching LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination.
Canes with a 17-point lead, 40-23, 6:07 remaining here in the fourth quarter.
Let's get another quick out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by the Newcastle Transit Authority. Relax and ride with daily routes to Pittsburgh, as well as routes all around Lawrence County. All available, the routes and schedules at newcastletransit.org. Neshannock, top of the PIAL Division II hockey standings, maybe not for long. They trail Trinity 5-2 at the second intermission. You can catch Ty Polk and company on that one, and then the Wilmington game against Carrick coming up in a little bit as well. Here, Newcastle, 17-point lead as they've exploded here. A quick 7-0 run. The runs have been all with Newcastle here this evening.
McGivney gives it into Dockey. Dockey stops his dribble. Back to McGivney. Gives it over to Helgert. Helgert drives down the left lane, stops, then pulls it back out. Good over to Rehak. Throws outside, drive baseline. Find McGivney, back out to Rehak. Rehak for 3, good.
Yeah, great ball movement all around, inside, outside, inside again. And finally Rehak able to get the bucket, but he's going to pick up the push foul from behind for his 4th.
And they got to give credit to Kai Cox there. Did a nice job just slowing down just a little bit to allow Rehak to run into him as he was making that pass.
While staying in control, because he was kind of losing control of the dribble as it was poked away, but he regains control, slows himself up to draw that personal.
Well, that'll be the 4th on Rehak.
Team's 2nd foul. Well, only the team's 1st, my apologies. Thought it was the 2nd.
Give the ball over to Cox. Cox down the middle. Finds Harrison. Harrison off the glass. Good.
Finds Damian Harrison? How? How did he find Harrison through that double team? Mainly chiropractic play of the game nominated perhaps there, Tim.
Yes, there's no question about it. as they get the ball inside. Now they're working over to McGivney. McGivney with the ball, drives down the right side, takes the shot, no, but he is fouled, and he'll head to the line shooting 2. Well, they're going to get that on Graham, and that'll be his 3rd.
Yeah, McGivney. Here's a good look at the replay. Graham saying straight up. The officials can see that. The arms were not.
Myself, they're saying that is Graham's 2nd.
The arms were not straight up, Mr. Graham. We'll check that out on the replay. But yeah, definitely brought the arms down just that little bit. Again, mentioned it earlier. Even if you're in good guarding position, you see the arms coming down, it's going to get called each and every time.
McGivney with the 1st and the 2nd.
First Fox in double figures tonight.
Now with 11. Give the ball over to Davis. Davis back out to Graham. Graham drives down the lane, throws it back out to Harrison, drives baseline, gives it back over to Walker. Back inside to Walker, now back out to Cox, over to Davis, into the corner to Harrison. Give it back out to Cox. Cox drives into the lane, throws cross court. Walker wide open 3, good!
All 7 who have played today are in the book with a bucket as Mister gets his first 3 of the night, 11th on the season.
McGivney with the ball. Guarded there by Graham. As he drives down the left lane, and the foul is going to be on the floor. And they're going to get Graham on the call.
No, they are going to count the basket.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, good discussion between the refs to be able to say one had it on the floor and the other one said, no, I saw a foul as the shot was going up. He definitely had it up. A little continuation. But I think properly analyzed between the officials and giving credit for the bucket for McGivney.
So McGivney with the 2 and looking for the 3rd at the line. And he does complete the 3-point play.
Coming alive here in the 4th quarter.
14-point lead here for the Canes. Cox with the ball in the backcourt. Cross-court pass to Davis. Harrison gives it over to Davis. Davis for 2.
Oh, the strong one-handed bounce pass across the lane. You break the press over the top, get the 2-on-1. You need to have a crisp pass, and how about the soft hands from the big fella?
McGivney working against Davis, throws it back out to Helgert. Over to Rehak. Rehak, top of the key. Rehak throws it back up top to Dockey. Dockey gives it over to Helgert. Helgert drives down the right lane. Scoop shot, no good, but he is fouled. And he'll go to the line shooting 2.
Yeah, Kai,
that on Kai Cox.
Yeah, Kai doesn't like it. He kept the hands up in good position, but you can see at the end a little hip check is all it is, and he picks up his 4th foul.
So Helgert at the line. Jason Helgert with 2 tonight. And he'll stay right there as the ball bounces away.
Coming up after the game, remind you, we'll announce our MVP Insurance MVP of the game. Get in the game at MVP Insurance, MVPINS.com.
His shot is good as he splits the pair at the Parada Jones McCree 3-throw line.
Excellence is our guarantee at Parada Jones McCree.
Gives it over to Walker, finds Davis. Back out to Graham. Graham drives, tries to split the defense, gives it over to Harrison. Back out to Walker. And we're going to whistle off the ball. And that will be against Rehak, and that is his 5th.
Yeah, tried to draw the charge, but Harrison with the good body control to avoid it, and Rehak didn't get out of the way, kind of extended the leg that little bit enough to pick up his 5th foul, so he will foul out of the game with 3:04 remaining and with 8 points in the ballgame.
So Grant Fenton will re-enter the ballgame here for Fox Chapel.
2nd team foul against the Foxes here in the 4th.
Throw up top, and they give it to Harrison. Harrison drives at the key, gives it over to Cox. Cox dribbles, gives it back out to Walker, finds Davis underneath. Davis, little scoop up and good. Davis with 6 here tonight.
All in the 4th quarter for Quaylen.
working into the corner, and that shot is going to be no good, but we're going to get a whistle and a foul on Walker. That'll be his second.
And it's the right call. It just needs to be properly called always, and it typically isn't. That is a point of emphasis this year, though. You have to give a chance for the shooter to come down. You have to give the landing space for him.
So that will put Helgert at the line, shooting 2 here for, actually shooting 3, I think.
Yeah, we'll be 3.
Yeah. So Helgert with 3 points here tonight at the line. First one's going to be short, and it'll stay a 49-32 lead here for the Canes. Helgert looks and shoots and puts the second one in. He has one more coming with 2:43 remaining here in the fourth quarter.
And the reason why any coach is going to get upset with that is that it's not consistently called. But that one right there was correct. And what did Blendo say? Then why isn't it called on the other end too? And I agree with everything. Yeah. Everything that was said with that.
So Helger misses 2 out of 3, and we get a foul in the backcourt. And they're going to get that on Goliak.
His first, team's third, as this fourth quarter has come grinding to a halt.
Yeah. If they foul again, they'll be putting, there's the foul, and that will put Kai Cox at the Parada. No?
That's only the fourth.
Oh, okay.
Next one will send him to the PJM line.
Yes.
And we'll have an announcement to make when that likely happens here.
Throw in the backcourt to Harrison.
And also good seeing Harrison. They took an extra second at the line to make sure he was okay, as it looked like he may have partially rolled the ankle.
Graham in the backcourt. Got a timeout called by Coach Blendo with 2:21 remaining here in the quarter.
And we will keep it here as it is a 30-second Ponch's Insurance timeout. Love the life you live worry-free with PonchesInsurance.com. We'll give a reminder that when playoffs begin in the WPIAL, again, brackets will be announced a week from today on Monday night. We can only offer video broadcast sometimes. It's random, basically, is the best way I can put it, folks, when it comes to the playoff broadcast and whether we can do video, whether we can do audio, whether we can do both, whether that video has to be for free or whether it has to be on the NFHS network. We need your help to be able to make any of these playoff broadcasts happen, especially those free video broadcasts, because they come at a price. But make sure, if you want to get your teams covered throughout the postseason, you can send us an email. The easiest way is lcsportsnet@lccap.org, and one of our team members will be able to answer it, and we can find a way to help advertise your business while also supporting the athletes and getting these games covered on the air, because again, very unlikely that we can get games covered without it being on the NFHS network. We try to any chance we can. With your help, sometimes we're able to make it a little bit more likely with the help of your sponsorships.
So the Canes have the ball inbounded, and there's the whistle and the 5th foul. That will be on McGivney. And that will put Marino Graham at the line.
Say we'll enter the red zone bonus for the first time today, Tim.
There's the first shot, and it's going to roll off to the right.
County Sporting Apparel, anything you want at the red zone, including Lee Moan just got the new LC SportsNet duffel bag. Looks pretty sharp. May have to get a couple more of those on the order form for next year.
The second shot is up and good there by Marino Graham.
All 9 points for Graham coming in the second half tonight here, Tim.
There's Docky with the ball. Deep 3. Good by Joseph McGivney.
And they'll take a Ponch's Insurance timeout. Let's take another one as well, Tim. It's a full timeout. Back in a moment from the Fieldhouse on Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings, and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance, and receive the personalized service you deserve.
Does your blueprint not match the vision of your building project? Not with Creative Edge Architecture. From concept to creation, Jeff Measle will help tackle the complex problems, creating design solutions and construction experience. Creative Edge gives you the edge design and construction meet. Two minutes, 6 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. The Canes leading 50-36. On the court for Fox Chapel is Helgert, Fenton, McGivney, Goliak, and Donkey. For the Canes, it's Walker, Cox, Graham, Lemon. As they bring the ball up, and Harrison. Give the ball over to Harrison in the corner. Harrison drives baseline, takes it to the hole. Explosion, 4-2.
Yeah, there was double team, and then both who were guarding him ran away to guard somebody else. So he said, okay, give me baseline, I'll go hard. Flying in off the window and in.
McGivney with the ball, turnaround jumper, rolls it in. And Joseph McGivney has 19 here tonight.
Yeah, he's been the player of the game in the second half, and a steal on the inbounds.
All right. The shot will go up strong, but he'll get fouled. And Goliak will go to the line.
So McGivney leads all scorers with 19. Damian Harrison leading the Canes with 17. Those are the only players in double figures tonight.
First shot is up and good.
So Galalik gets his first points of the evening.
Galalik looks and shoots in front of the rim. No good. Rebound there by Lemon. Over to Walker. And Walker's going to get fouled in the backcourt, and he'll make the trip down the other end of the court to take some free throws here for Newcastle.
Remind you while we have a moment then, Tim, coming up tomorrow we have another big county matchup. Let's throw up the Tri-County standings while we have a moment here. Your Tri-County Cup. As
excellent.
The top two teams in the Tri-County are going at it tomorrow with Neshannock and Laurel for the Tri-County standings. Let's get the updated graphic on there. Let's make sure I got the right one. There we go. Let's show the right numbers. How about that? So Neshannock and Laurel, the top two teams, they go at it tomorrow at Laurel. That was a 57-56 Neshannock victory the first time those two teams played. And then on Wednesday, we have a double bocce, by the way, Tim, on Wednesday. Shenango and Elwood City have two teams each. They will have two courts going when we're there at Shenango on Wednesday.
So Walker splits the pair. He has 4 points tonight. We're down under 90 seconds here to play in tonight's game. Goliak with the ball. As they get it inside, going to roll it back out into the corner to Fenton. Fenton drives, he now gives it back out. Ball's loose, picked up there by McGivney. McGivney makes a nice move inside. Gets the ball, the jumper to roll in and gets fouled. He has 21, looking for 22 at the line.
Yeah, and the difference is he stops on a dime, pump fake, gets the defender in the air once, twice, and Chase Lemon picks up his fifth foul. The two early threes, 6 points in each of the games for the future Slippery Rock football player.
Looks and shoots and puts it in.
6 for 6 from the line as well. McGivney doubling his season average. Oh, more than doubling it now.
Canes will break the press into the forecourt. Find Harrison underneath. They'll pull it back out as they'll try to run some clock as we're under a minute here to play. As they work it over, and we get a whistle off the ball.
Helgert will pick up the foul on the pass.
And that will put Davis at the line. Davis is a 40% free throw shooter. Davis averaging 4 points a game.
And rolls off the first, has 6 tonight.
All 6 coming in the fourth quarter, by the way. Again, after game, we'll also announce our Melee Chiropractic play of the game. You spend too much time on the bleachers, that dreaded bleacher back rears its ugly head here this time of year. Visit the doctors at Melee Chiropractic and they'll get you straightened out.
Davis splits the pair and a deep 3. Good! Who else but Joseph McGivney? He has 25. And they're going to keep him in the ball game as they now trail by 9.
Another Ponch Insurance timeout. Let's take one last one as well here on Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Like in sports, it takes a great team to protect you, your family, and your business. MVP Insurance is that team. From home and auto to life and commercial insurance, you can count on us for coverage that adapts to your needs.
We're committed to excellence for our clients' experience and in serving our community.
It's a winning combination.
MVP Insurance. Don't get left on the sidelines. Log on to mvpins.com or call today to get your free quote.
46 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. The Canes leading 54-45.
Got another out-of-town score update for you. Reese Bruckner, our Red Zone Athlete of the Month for the month of January, puts up 21 tonight as Wilmington girls defeat Mercer 57-35. They need a Kennedy girls defeat to have any chance remaining of getting into a tie for the region win, and they almost did. Kennedy escaped, so they 43-40 win over Lakeview tonight. Out of timeouts now is Fox Chapel.
So Walker will throw it in here for the Canes. It's Walker, Graham, Cox, Harrison on the court, along with Davis. And they'll whistle a foul. This will go against Fenton.
Now Fox Chapel, I mean, they trailed at one point, Tim. I think the most they trailed by was 17. They cut that deficit in half by starting the foul game, and that was about that time. They led by 17 with 2:20 remaining. Started that fouling game and cut it down now to a 9-point advantage. So Crews to Fox Chapel staying with it here down the stretch.
That 3 throw by Marino Graham puts them in double figures at 10.
Proud of Jones McCree, excellence is our guarantee, and good job at the free throw line tonight for Newcastle.
He now has 11, does Graham. Averages 12 per game. McGivney drives inside, blocked by Davis. Picked up by Cox. Outlet to Davis. Finds Harrison for a two-hand slam.
The exclamation point to wrap it up for the Canes.
There's another. And there is McGivney again. Wow.
It's a technical.
What happened?
I missed it. I think they may have hit it while they were out of bounds.
Yeah. I think it was because it was a
made basket.
Made basket there by McGivney as he dove in and laid it off the glass. As he got up, he kind of kicked the ball as he knocked the ball away, and that will be a tee.
So what they're going to confirm and make sure is, I'm watching the replay here as well, Tim, if you want to join in with it. So he touches it while the ball is still in the hands of the guy who's throwing it out of bounds, yes.
And Harrison puts the first one through.
Harrison now with 20.
Second shot is good. And the Canes will get the ball inbounded with just under 13 seconds here to play.
We're going to get the score corrected, by the way. The scoreboard is incorrect. They accidentally double touched on one of the free throws. And so now they also got to make sure, because that is the 5th foul. Now, they got it on the wrong person. The foul should have been against McGivney, but they called it on Jackson Helgert for his 5th.
So Helgert will foul out just with 12 and a half seconds remaining. Walker with the ball. He'll bring in the ball in the forecourt as we'll see Fox Chapel now concede. And we have seen the clock winding down to the last few seconds here. As far as we can tell, yes, it's 60-47 is our final score here tonight. We're going to take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll start our Tri-County Principals postgame show here from the Nikai High Fieldhouse. Once again, our final score.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
At Medore Bonner Law, we're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners. With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Medore, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rossitelli are your trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process. Our full-service, community-based approach ensures that you're not just a client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at MedoreBonnerLaw.com for more information.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day?
Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school.
What should we do? We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
Celebrating 25 years of the best coverage of high school sports in Western Pennsylvania. This is the Trib Live High School Sports Network, covering 140 schools throughout all 3 sports seasons. Trib HSSN is always there. On tribhssn.triblive.com, you'll find live and archive broadcasts, scores, standings, news, and so much more. The Trib Live High School Sports Network, broadcasting high school sports in Western Pennsylvania for 25 years.
Contractors, the Department of Healthy Homes needs you. From small to large residential projects, you can help families live safer and healthier with the quality work you do. It's rewarding in more ways than one. Call LCAP's Department of Healthy Homes today.
As welcome to the Tri-County Principals post-game show here from Newcastle, as the Canes come away with a 60-47 victory over Fox Chapel, and the Canes now improve to 12-1 in section play and 18-1 overall, while Fox Chapel falls to 11-9 overall and 6-7 in section play. As the Canes rebound from their first defeat of the season back on the 30th to Pine Richmond, they come back tonight with a very impressive win against this Fox Chapel school, 60-47, where in the second half they really kind of controlled the pace of the game that we talked about earlier, and the ability to get out on fast breaks at different times throughout the ball game here, James.
Yeah, and that's what the key was. They dictated the pace, they controlled the game, got into the lead, and forced Fox Chapel to play faster than they typically like to. Now, to Fox Chapel's credit, especially in that fourth quarter, they played well when they had to play from behind and play with having to score a lot. Fox Chapel scored more points in the fourth quarter than they did in the first 3 quarters combined. Yeah. It was 33-23 at the end of the third quarter, and Fox Chapel actually outscored Newcastle 24-23 in the final frame. So the fact of the matter being that you ended up having. Let me get that back. It was Newcastle 27-24. I can do math. I don't teach it on a daily or anything. But the fact of the matter is, Fox Chapel scores more in the fourth quarter than they did in the first 24 minutes combined. And Joe McGivney was a big part of that. As we get into our Gem Master Builders and Craftsmen scoring recap, he leads all scorers with 27 points tonight. And of those 27, at quick glance, it looks like he had 18 of the 27 coming in the fourth quarter. So big shout out to him, really keeping his team in it. John Rehack is next with 8 points for the Foxes, 4 each for Jackson Helgert and Max Maloki, 3 for Grant Fenton, and 1 from the free throw line for Victor Golalik. Also playing but not scoring was Anderson Dockey and Carson Ryan to round out the Fox Chapel scoring of 10, 8, 5, and 24 per quarter for 47 total. For Newcastle, Damian Harrison leads the way with 20 points. Also had 7 rebounds in the game, did Harrison. Marino Graham finishes with 11 points, all coming in the second half. 9 for Kai Cox in the game, 7 for Quaylen Davis, all in the fourth quarter. More on that in a moment. Chase Lemon with a pair of threes for 6 points, Jermaine Walker with 4 points, and Jaden Schaefer with 2. Everybody who played scored tonight for the Canes. They went 11, 12, 10, and 27 for their 60 total points. Final score again, Newcastle 60, Fox Chapel 47.
Well, the Canes will continue the march of the season as they will take on North Allegheny on Thursday, the 5th, and they'll finish the season against Aliquippa on the 7th before we get into the playoffs.
Yeah, and one final section game. Again, they've already clinched their 36th section championship, has Newcastle. Fox Chapel, just looking at the standings and how this is going to shape out. I mean, they were right there in the thick of it with Seneca Valley and Pine Richland and Woodland Hills and North Hills, and what's it going to be? We have to wait for tomorrow for all the other games, because North Hills, you don't want to assume a victory over North Allegheny, but that's a more than likely scenario. We feel Seneca Valley probably is going to beat Woodland Hills now that Woodland Hills is without their best player for the rest of the year. Pine Richland against Butler. Pine Richland lost to Butler earlier in the year, so you got to keep that in mind too. But right now, Fox Chapel battling, you assume, for probably third place. They're going to need a win against Butler on Friday, and that's a Butler team that might be playing with a win-and-you're-in type scenario. So lots happening here. Stay tuned. I know Trib Live is going to have a whole bunch of the games going on throughout the rest of the week that are these playoff dependent matchups. Heck, we might even be carrying one of them as well. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Keep your eye on that. We might be helping out with Trib for some of these big games going on across the networks on Friday night. But Newcastle, North Allegheny is a Thursday night game. Audio only permitted there on North Allegheny's campus. So our friends at the NA Sports Network will have coverage of that one. Fox Chapel, again, will wait till Friday to take on Butler for a home game with it's probably a win-and-you're-in game for the Foxes for sure, just to make sure they're in the playoffs, because that's how nip and tight it is. You could be going from a second place and probably a 3 or 4 seed to maybe being out of the dance altogether. That's how jam-packed it is in this Class 6A Section 1.
It is going to be down to the wire. There's no question about it, and not uncommon here in 6A play.
Real quick, before we get into our post-game awards, got to give a shout-out here, because Neshannock trailed 5-2 after 2 periods. They've tied it up late in the 3rd period. So switch on over to catch that one and the second hockey game going on tonight there at Hess Ice Arena between Wilmington and Carrick.
All right, let's take a look at tonight's Melee Chiropractic Play of the Game award winner. And tonight it will be Quaylen Davis. And it was really multiple different plays throughout the game. He had a big block towards the end of the game, a big pass underneath. He was able to be really effective throughout the ball game and scoring 7 points all in the
all in the 4th quarter.
4th quarter, yeah. So Quaylen Davis will be tonight's Melee Chiropractic Play of the Game award. Melee Chiropractic is proud to present the Play of the Game award to Quaylen Davis of Newcastle, Melee Chiropractic, and the Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Quaylen here tonight with tonight's Play of the Game. He'll receive a customized t-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of tonight's Play of the Game. To view tonight's Melee Chiropractic Play of the Game and a full list of this season's top plays, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on Play of the Game. Congratulations again to Quaylen Davis of Newcastle, tonight's Melee Chiropractic Play of the Game. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Your MVP Insurance MVP of the game, it's got to be Damian Harrison. 20 points, 7 rebounds, and that's what I was most impressed with early on. He was hitting his outside shot, and he was crashing the boards. 2 things that we've seen him in the middle of the season maybe kind of lacking a little bit. Came out strong here tonight to earn that MVP Insurance MVP of the game award here tonight. And he also gets a customized t-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone for being tonight's MVP of the game. The full list of game MVPs is available online at lcsportsnet.com. Click on awards. Congratulations, Damian Harrison, your MVP of the game. Call MVP for the win.
All right, let's wrap it up here from the Nikai High Phyllis. For Rob Nattel, our producer, Garrett, running the cameras along with Ashley Pistachio, doing a great job. I am Tim Continental along with James Dawson, wishing you all a wonderful good evening. Once again, a final score here from the Nikai High Phil House. It was Newcastle 60, Fox Chapel 47. Have a great night, everyone.
Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.